In today's video, I want to talk about getting pressure from your doctor to make a decision before you're ready to make a decision, and this is not because doctors are bad or evil. This is just because there's appointments and there's, rushes and it feels like a really high pressure environment, and you haven't even had a chance to kind of like examine all your options yet. And they're asking you to make this like life-changing, life-altering decision. We had to say no a lot. And we had to learn how to do that in a way that didn't cause an argument, and in one where we felt empowered. Like, we didn't want to lose our doctor. We just wanted a little bit more time to make our decision. And in full transparency, I think I wanted my doctor to present things to me as options, not as like, if you don't do this, like this is the only way. And that's how it was all presented to me, is like, this is the only way. So I want to talk about what I did and how I sort of dealt with the pressure and the tension that comes from being a patient in a system where they want you following their system protocol at any cost. It doesn't take into consideration whether or not that's the best thing for you and for your healing journey. See, the very first step, is understanding what you want to achieve. So I've got a cancer support group at Beat Cancer with Me. If you're new to the channel, by the way, hi, I'm Cancer Thriver Owen, 2.5 years cancer-free, and I followed a non-traditional path. I did some chemo in the beginning, and I learned a lot through that. Cancer came back, and I took a holistic alternative path, and that has been really, I'm 2.5 years cancer-free. So I outlined my whole story on the channel, but I get this question a lot, is like, how do you say no to your doctor? It's tough, and you're gonna need to. You are gonna need to. Aren't you gonna need to say no to the contractor when you remodel your house? Hey guys, you really should be using the high-end fancy, bathtubs. Whew. Thank you for that, contractor. We're gonna pass on that. Thank you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of every industry. I knew a woman, my friend's wife, who died of cancer, and she was so afraid, and it was so terrifying that she had him go to all the meetings and then kind of report back to him. Now, in Radical Remission, the book by Kelly Turner, which is based off of cancer survivors and spontaneous remission cases, I think it was like step number 6 was, you have to be involved. You have to be engaged. You have to take control of the diagnosis. So understanding the devastating effects of living in the fear and not stepping into a leadership role in your own health is devastating. And we have lots of examples of people that don't take control. In the most terrifying ways is you don't even go to your own doctor's appointments. Can't read the scans. It's like you're too scared. It's like, if that's you, please comment. I would love to pray for you. And because I get it. I was there. I had to overcome that. And then the second part of being afraid is being afraid to tell the doctor no, or being afraid to like tell your family no. And that's really the meat and the heart of what I want to get at, because when you are at that doctor's appointment, right, and there's whatever it is, maybe it's a checkup, it's a scan, and you're in this place where the doctor's saying, I think we should do this. I want you to get into a place where your answer is always the same. And it doesn't mean yes, and it doesn't mean no. And you're gonna answer this way, even if you think the answer is yes. The doctor goes, here's what I think we need to do. I think that we need to write you a check for $1 million and then, take care of all your kids' college tuition. Your gut's gonna be like, yes. But even in a situation like that, I want you to go, thank you, doctor. You've given us a lot to consider. We're going to discuss that, and we look forward to following up with you. That's it. Write that down, print it out, and tape it on your bathroom mirror. Go get a dry erase marker and just write it on your mirror. That's what you say in good news and in bad. So when the doctor comes to you and says, look, I've seen this a lot. We're going to do adriamycin, 300 milligrams, whatever it is. And then we're going to do, 30 days of radiation and da-da-da-da. And it's like all this stuff. And you're thinking, I'm good. Like, how bad is it? And you're like, not sure. You got all these questions and I want you to just you don't even need to understand what the doctor is saying. Can you feel me on this, sister? Man, I just feel like there's somebody out there watching this right now that's speaking to you right now. And it's like, you don't have to know what the doctor's saying. You are overwhelmed with all this stuff and this stuff and that stuff, and it's like all terrible, and you're thinking about your kids and your grandkids in the future that you thought you were gonna lose, the future, the kids, the grandkids that you think you're never gonna have, and you're supposed to know what adriamycin is, and what else did I have to do? Neulasta, all you need to know is this. Thank you, doctor. You've given us a lot to think about, and we're going to consider it. We look forward to getting back to you. That's all you have to know. So your doctor's hitting you with all this stuff, and you're like confused, you're overwhelmed. Maybe you even heard good news. You're happy, you're excited. It's like all these things, and you're expected to make a decision. You just say, look, you make as the CEO of My Health, we do not make decisions at the hospital in the presence of the doctor, period. We go home, we talk about it, we discuss, we make sure we understand what we're talking about. Husband and wife, I say we, husband and wife, if that's the case for you. If not, I definitely recommend having a partner that you're talking to, mom, dad, brother, friend. Like, you understand the facts, you contemplate pluses or minuses, you pray and you sleep on it. That was our process. And it was like, it doesn't matter how soon the hospital needs us to get a hold of them. I get it. It's a lot of it's based on cost and efficiencies. Okay, I run a business myself. In fact, my employee's here. Hi, Ryan, say hi. Ryan edits, make sure all these videos get to the editor, and he runs the other channel that we do as well and whatnot. And he's a health and wellness guy himself. He overcame autoimmune. And when I met him, he was kind of a wreck. And now he's getting married and all sorts of great stuff. And it's exciting to see that. We run a business, and it's like, we want the client to schedule their meeting while they're on the phone with us, because then we save money and time, and we have a guaranteed meeting. And if we have a meeting, we get paid, right? The doctor's office runs efficiently, and it's like they need to get you on the schedule so that you're not, because it could take a couple weeks, it could take 3 weeks. But here's the thing that here's the thing is that there is rarely ever such a rush as that which needs you to make a life-altering decision today inside the doctor's office. Even guys, if there is a tight squeeze, it's thank you, doctor. You've given me a lot to think about. We're going to consider it, and we look forward to getting back to you. And it's a doctor's like, look, guys, I need to know now. And you say, I understand. You've given us a lot to consider, but we need to talk about it. And if there's a constant push, if there's guys, I need an answer, you say, doctor, we want to give you an answer. Okay, we don't have one for you. We don't have an answer for you, because we don't have answers until we've done a process. If that door closes while we're still in this office, then it was never really an option for us in the first place. And if you're really in a rush, leave the hospital, go to Starbucks, go to church, take a half hour, clear your head, get distant from it, and you can always make a faster decision when the case arises. But I want to encourage you guys to just slow it down, control the pace, and memorize that line, and memorize the fact that you don't have to hear and understand everything that's being said to you in order for you to make a decision. You just need to know that you make your decisions your way, and this is what you say to the doctor so that you can get distance, review, comprehend, slow down, get clear, pray, sleep on it, wake up, and make the decision that's going to get you the health goal that you want to achieve. Okay. For me, it was cancer-free. We did it in less than 2 years, just right around 2 years. So how did I do it? My whole story, all of that is on my channel. I want to encourage you guys to leave comments. I know we get some some haters in the comments as well. And we love them. You know, haters in the comments are people that usually lost someone that they love to cancer, and that's unfortunate. So we do engage and hope to hear from you. We have a cancer support group. Check that out. Everything's in the description box. I'll see you in the next video.